So today I get to drive a car which, funny enough, its brand has got this weird conspiracy theory linked to it. Apparently, people who drive this type of cars don't know how to use the indicators. So today on Miss Theory Buster Things, we're gonna see if it's true. Okay, so clearly most of you guys have figured out what I'm talking about. You knew exactly what it was when I said the indicators, right? And that I suck at doing mysteries. This is the BMW 420D Gran Coupe. Now, if you're like me and you're very confused because, well, normally a 4's got 2 doors and a 3's got 4, but this 4 has got 4. So, man, I'm even confused. Let's start this again.
This is the BMW 420D Gran Coupe. It's blue, it's good looking, and has 4 doors. Our test car has the optional M styling pack, which includes the Tanzanite blue metallic paint, 19-inch wheels, the sunroof, high-gloss exterior lighting, and some other special M features.
Yes, the 4 Series is the coupe version of the 3 Series. But this is the Gran Coupe. We give you the same practicality as what you would get inside of the 3 Series. And then there's, well, this controversial grille. Some people like it, others don't. Me, personally, I love it. From the day that I saw it the first time to even now. It looks even better in real life. It gives the car that, well, extra presence and just looks sporty. But it's really subjective. Either you like it or you don't.
It does share some underpinnings with its sibling, but it's lower by 10 millimeters, and at the rear, the wheels are 23 millimeters further apart, giving it a more planted look. Inside, interior space is similar to the 3 Series, and even though the 4 Series is longer, you get a little more legroom in the 3.
But as you'll also notice that these doors are a lot smaller than what the 3 Series is, and it doesn't open as wide. However, once you get inside, it's actually quite good.
Yes, some of the taller of our species might struggle, but it's comfortable and easy with ISOFIX points, USB-C ports, and air vents, making it a nice place to be. In the front, it's typical BMW styling. Sleek, great looking, and easy to use. The BMW's Idrive system, in my opinion, still is the best.
With the rotary dial, which I think makes using the screen just so much easier. And talking about the screen, I haven't seen a screen look this good on any other cars. Seriously, it is so crisp, it's clean, it looks really, really good. And then how they integrated Apple CarPlay is just great. They got it right. I mean, this is what it should look like. It really is awesome.
The same has to be said about the driver's display. It's clearly visible and crisp and has all the info you need. Sometimes there's too much info displayed about the car, but it can be customized to a more minimal looking screen.
Okay, so the only problem that I really have are with these seats, right? Because they're quite cumbersome to move around because they're kind of manual. And, well, then there's the way it, well, you know, sits around here. Specifically if you're somebody who's got extra packaging around here. So BMW, please think about, well, us people with, please.
Boot space is much bigger than the 3 Series, giving you 470 liters of space, making shopping or that weekend away easy.
And if you're one of those people who play that game that I don't understand, golf, well then the boot's big enough to easily fit your bag of rackets and cues and bats. Yeah. Now that I'm inside of the car, and, well, it is typical BMW, which is not a bad thing at all because everything's where it's supposed to be, but it can be quite intimidating initially because there's such a lot of buttons and screens and a lot of information that's out there, but you can customize it so it gives you maybe just a little bit less and puts you at ease. The car is 10 millimeters lower than what the 3 Series is, and even with these 19-inch wheels, it doesn't actually compromise on, well, your comfortability, because I'm driving on a road at this present moment which has got quite a little bit of imperfections and I don't really feel it. Visibility out the front and on the sides, well, it's great actually. The only problem you might find is when you look in the rear view mirror, and if your center headrests are in the up position, you are going to struggle to see things a bit down. But, you know, just turn that down and maybe it'll be just a little bit better for you. If I really have to nitpick on anything inside of this car, it's gotta be, well, the mat, the driver's floor mat. Because the car's so low, and whenever this short person gets into it, well, I kind of move the mat forward. So whenever I have to drive off, I have to readjust this mat, which is super annoying. And talking about super annoying, again, it's the seat. Like I said earlier, but the thing is, it's probably just a sign for me to, well, go on that diet that I've been planning on doing and redoing and doing, probably just again. I think maybe that's what they're saying to me. Now, this car is powered by a 4-cylinder 2-liter turbocharged diesel engine. And it also has a 8-kilowatt mild hybrid motor attached to it. Together, they produce about 140 kilowatts. It also uses BMW's 8-speed Steptronic transmission. All in all of that things together gives you about 400 Newton meters of torque. And trust me, it is available when you need it. But what I like is that when you're in comfort settings, it's really smooth and very easy. So you don't really feel it. But when you do want it to go a little faster and you have the ability to do it, you flip it into, well, like I'm going to do right now, inside of sport mode. And when you do that, it becomes a completely different beast, and it just takes off. It pushes you back in the seat, which is really, well, fun. But let me put it to you this way, you are not going to be breaking land speed records in this car, but you can easily be breaking, well, the speed limit, so be very, very careful. There's also an eco mode onto it, but let's be quite honest, it is a BMW, and who really drives a car in eco mode? Not me. BMW claims that you should get an average combined fuel consumption of 4.8 to about 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers. And realistically, in my case, I've gotten between, the 6s and the 7s. So I think that's really where you're going to be ending up on. Okay, so the question is, why would you buy a Gran Coupe when you can get a 3 Series for a lot less money? And I've been struggling with that question until I realized one of my friends recently bought another version of a Gran Coupe. So when I asked him, he said to me, well, it was simple. I just needed to look at my requirements. I wanted a car that is going to be a lot more sportier than a 3 Series. It looks sportier, but don't want to spend as much as, well, buying an M3. And because he's got a family, the 2-door coupe version wouldn't work. So this gives you an option of 4 doors, 4 seats, a big boot, and it worked for him. And he's very, very happy. So if you're looking for a car that is not going to compromise on space and not compromise on, well, its looks and the way it drives, then this is definitely the car for you. The only thing that I might have a problem with is that in its current state, like I have it right now as our test car, this car comes in at over R1 million, which for the average Joe is gonna maybe be a little bit tough. But like I always say, if you can afford it, then go and get it. Because it is a really nice car. It's very nice. Now remember that conspiracy theory that we had about BMW drivers and not knowing how an indicator works? I don't think that's real. Because I've been driving this car now for a week, and as you can see, I'm still using my indicator. So why are other folks not, well, using it? And I've kind of come to a conclusion that it's got nothing to do with the car. It's Android users. Think about it. I don't have an Android phone.